Hello everybody. It's been a while since I made my last video, like maybe over a year. I went through a some serious things. I guess I had another spiritual awakening. I definitely relapsed. I went back into some old toxic patterns and went back into some old toxic relationships. And I can stand here walking today and say that I'm sober again. And realizing that I've had some serious generational traumas and addictions that I've needed to deal with. I've had issues with not feeling good on my own and having codependency issues, feeling like that I need somebody else in my life to help me to feel whole, and feeling like I couldn't take care of myself on my own. And I've been sitting with myself again for a little while now. And I realize I also have had a fear of being seen. I've had a visibility wound, I guess it's called. So I've been afraid to put myself out there again. Put myself out just in the world, really. But I'm doing this now. One of the things I love to do is I love to walk on the beach. I'm here in beautiful Northwest Florida, the beautiful Emerald Coast. And I love to walk on the beach. I love to ground in the sand, and I love to feel the water. One of my biggest dreams, fantasies, I guess, is I would love to be in a place where I could swim all day. Like I was a little kid. I remember when I was a little girl, I used to love swimming all day. I could do it all day, and I would never get bored. And I loved it so much. And I've been connecting with my inner child again. And I remember that was something that I loved so much. So I swim for a little bit, but it's not all day like I used to. But I would love to get to that point. So that's my goals, hashtag goals. To be so in the moment and so free and so taken away by the water that I'm just there all day without a care in the world. And really, what do we have in this world to be so, fretful about? I've been doing A Course in Miracles. I started that book, I believe, in 2018. I got it. Either that or the beginning of 2019. I'm not sure exactly. But that's been, like 8 years now, something like that. And it's been one of the most challenging books I've ever read. Being consistent in it. One time I got to pay less than 120 a couple years ago, but I just started it again. I'm on less than 58 now, and I'm hashtag goals getting through it. But it's incredible because it's a channeled work, and it's Yeshua, not Jesus. Come to find out that the J wasn't invented in the English language until the 1500s or 1600s or something, and that the man that walked the earth, that healed the sick, that brought the dead back to life, and the man who was crucified and rose again, the great and powerful, masterful teacher Yeshua. That's his name. Yeshua is his name. And I've had a serious wound with religion because I was highly involved in a religion for many years, and I was very dedicated, and I really truly believed that it was the truth, and I dedicated my life to it. And coming out of that was very difficult for me. I gotta switch hands. Coming out of that was very difficult for me because it was what I had built my identity on, and it was what all of my faith was in this organized religion that I had dedicated my life to. We got a lot of seaweed here right now. Walking in the seaweed. Ooh, yummy. This religion though that I dedicated my life to. And coming out of that and not knowing really what to believe in anymore, other than I believed in God. I believed that there was a powerful creator that sourced me, that gave me life, that created this magnificent world which we find ourselves on, that created our bodies, that great creator that is so powerful, so magnificent. I'm literally walking in so much yunky stuff right now. Look at this. I'm going up here. But this great and powerful creator that sourced our life, that gave us life, that allows our heart to beat, that put 2 million receptors in our eyeballs. And I don't even know who counted all those to tell us that fact. Or even if someone just made that shit up. But either way, it's magnificent what our body is. It's magnificent what the natural world is, what creation is. And so I'm giving honor and praise to the creator, the great creator of all that is, that allows our heart to beat, that gives us breath in our lungs, that allows us to see, that allows us to feel, that allows us to speak, that allows us to taste, that allows us to touch, that allows us to have these experiences in this mortal realm, in this earthly flesh. And we battle in this flesh. But like Paul said, or somebody said that Paul said, we don't battle against flesh and bones, but against principalities, against power in dark places. And I've come to find out that those quote-unquote powers in dark places exist within our minds that we created. And as the Kabbalion says, the Hermetic teachings, the universe is mental. The principle of mentalism, all is in the mind. And whenever we realize that everything is truly beginning in our mind, and that's the principalities, that's the quote-unquote darkness that we fight with, then we see that it's nothing outside of us that is causing us harm. It is truly that which is going on within the faculties of our brain and within our emotional, mental self. And it causes, our bodies to be discomfort, having disease, because we're not aligned with the truth. The truth being that we are eternal spiritual beings, truly eternal spiritual beings, sparks of the divine, holy, and whole, H-O-L-Y, holy, and whole, W-H-O-L-E. We are holy and whole. We are complete. We are one with our Creator. We are one. Our soul is one with the source that it came from. It can never not be that way. And that source is an all-knowing, all-loving, all-powerful, all-magnificent, almighty, omnipresent, everywhere, omnipresent, incredible, magnificent, loving God. And that's the God that I know. That's the God that I worship. That's the God that I serve. And that's the God that I want to preach and teach and talk about. Because it is that God, as I've turned to them, as I've turned within, and I have used the faculties of my power through my consciousness, and I've taken the what's the word I'm looking for? I've taken the initiative to truly, do as Yeshua had said and ask, and just have a little tiny mustard seed of faith. Ask and you shall receive. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be opened unto you. But ask in faith, nothing wavering. It is our faith being that hope for that which is not seen, but which we know is real. And when we have that faith, as small as a mustard seed, we have that tiny faith, and we ask in faith, and we're like, God, I'm having some issues, I'm having some doubts. God, I don't know what to believe in anymore. God, I don't know what to do anymore. God, I don't know anymore. God, I surrender to you. I surrender to you and to your will, because I know that you hear me. I know that you're one with me. I have that faith, God, because I'm here and I'm experiencing creation. I'm experiencing life. So I'm talking to you, that which gave me life. I'm calling to you, God. And I'm telling you that when we surrender like that, when we have a pure heart, and when we release any type of attachments to anything other than that divine power of creation, our creator, the source of all that is, I'm telling you right now that they will answer. They will answer. And it might not come immediately, but oh my goodness, a lot of the time it does. Especially whenever you are sincere and you are crying to God and you are pleading with that power that creates life. They will answer. They will answer. And they will come and they will heal you. And I have a strong testimony now that we each have a guardian angel. We each have a guardian angel that surrounds us, that has been with us, that is with us, that never leaves us. They are a divine messenger, a divine protector, because we are worthy to have that angelic presence. That's how much God loves us. That's how much we are loved. That's how much we are protected. That's how much we are cared for, that we are each given an angel. How amazing is that? How incredible is that? That God not only created us, gave us this beautiful life, this wonderful earth that we find ourselves in, but then also gifted us with a holy divine angel to constantly be there for us. And I had an experience a few weeks ago where I woke up, and like I said, I relapsed into my addictions, and I relapsed into old patterns. And coming out of that again, because it wasn't my first time to relapse, and I had to pick myself out of that again. Picking myself out of that again and realizing, okay, God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm here now. I know that I'm still supposed to be alive. I know that there's still work for me to do. But I was pleading, and it was really hard, and I was in anguish. And I woke up one morning, and this Kyle Gray book was playing on my Audible, because on Audible, like, whenever your book is done, it will go into other books, and it'll start playing like a 5-minute preview. And this Kyle Gray book came up, and I was like half asleep, and it said, "Angels are with you now." And I'm waking up, and I'm like, wow. And I look over, and I see these books that I had, Angel Invocations and Dictionary of Angels and Channeling Angels of Light, and I realized I was surrounded by these books that I had been like putting into my frequency, but I had not really gained that strong testimony yet of their reality, of their validity, of actual presence that they are with me, with all of us on this planet. And then, oh, look, a feather. Hold on. Ha! Well, I just saw a feather. It got lost. It got taken away with the waves. But I was like, oh my goodness, and I started getting so emotional that morning because I was feeling it. I closed my eyes, and it was like I didn't want to open them because I was afraid to see them, and I realized like I had lived a lot of my life in fear. So much of my life has been lived in fear. Fear even of the light. Fear of even angels. Fear. And just, I have this quote, that Marianne Williamson quote, is, you know, that says that it is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Who are we to be talented, fabulous? I don't know it all. I'm paraphrasing, but she said we're all meant to shine. We're all made to manifest the glory of God that is in us, and it's not just in some of us, it's in all of us. It's in all of us. I'm gonna turn around. And as we liberate ourselves, as we live in our light, then we give everybody else that ability to do so also. I totally chopped that up, by the way. I do not have it memorized. But you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's the Marianne Williamson quote, it is our light, not our darkness that most times does. And so, anyways, I'm walking the beach and I'm making this video, and I made a couple of videos also that I just was too afraid to publish them. I was too afraid to put them out there because I have this, like I said, I have this visibility wound, this fear of being seen, this fear of my light shining. And I'm like, what the actual am I afraid of? Some negative comments, like from people I don't even know, or what? I don't even know. What am I afraid of? Telling everybody how amazing God is and how you have angels around you? Why am I afraid of that? I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to believe it. And I just need to share it. And it's like I have all these beautiful pearls of wisdom that have been gifted to me, that I've spent my life, you know, cultivating. And I've been through so many deaths and rebirths. I've died so many times in this life. I can't even tell you. And I keep coming back. I'm still here. God still needs me, and I have a voice, and I have this phone, and you know, I believe in the light. I believe in the light, and I choose the light. I choose to walk in the light. I choose to serve the light. And I also choose to honor the darkness and honor my darkness. Because I know it's the darkness, it's in the darkness that we can see the stars. and it's in the darkness that we understand the contrast of the light. And it's in our shadows, and it's in those places where we can see who we really are. And as sovereign beings, we were given the ability to choose if we want to live in that dark or live in that light. That's our choice. It's one or the other. And light is information. Darkness is lack of information. So information in the light will lead you to truth, which is eternal, which can never be changed, which is unalterable, which is eternal. And thank God for that, because the truth truly does set you free. And I also came to a realization the other day, it's also living your truth. When you live your truth, when you're authentic and you're bold and you're living your life in accordance with your truth, that sets you free. When we live our life based on others, how they may perceive us, or what it may do to us by being contrary to society, our family, or everyone around us, like, and it's going against what we feel is correct in our heart, then that imprisons us. That's not living our truth. We are then imprisoned to others and their beliefs and their truth, their beliefs. And when we stand firm in our beliefs and our truth, then we truly are set free. And as we align our truth, and here's the thing about it, we are on an evolution of our soul. We are evolving as spiritual beings. And there are many layers to our life and all of the different facets of programming that have been indoctrinated to us. And so it's like we go through levels where we shed these layers of these false beliefs and these false ideas. It doesn't happen all at once. It's a gradual process as we uncover the depths of who we truly are. And so I just I hope that I trust that I'm going to be brave enough to post this video. I trust that I'm going to be brave enough to post another video and another video and another video. And I trust that I'm going to be brave enough to follow my truth. And I trust in what Marianne Williams says, that as we live in our life, that we're able to liberate others to do the same. So thank you for her and her being so bold to live in her truth. And thank you to all the great teachers. I just want to give honor to the great teachers of this realm. I so much appreciate you. And I also want to give encouragement to my fellow brothers and sisters out there, those that are striving to ascend, those that are striving to embody Christ consciousness, that are truly working on clearing any negative debris within their mental, physical, emotional faculties, that are getting up each day and praying and just doing a little bit each moment to be better and to bring more light into this world. It doesn't take much. We just little by little. And I know that this earth is a glorified, magnificent planet. This earth is truly a remarkable soul. This earth is perfect. The ecosystem is perfect. It is the perfect distance from the sun for us to inhabit this life form. The natural world is existing in a flawless manner. If you question the validity of our Creator and their power, just look at the natural world around you. Look at this beautiful place that we get to have a lifetime, or maybe many lifetimes. And while we're here, we do have the ability to make it heaven on earth. Everywhere we go, we can make it heaven on earth. What does that mean? Like, heaven on earth, what does that mean? Like, I had this thought at some point, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what if, like, we were actually already in heaven, but we still had all these, like, thoughts that we were on earth still, and we're like, oh my gosh, am I here? Am I not here? Like, what is it? And the thing is, it's like, this earth is a school, and it can be a heaven. And trust and believe, I know it can be a hell as well. And I know that many, many people are experiencing that. And I give compassion to all of us that are going through the things that this earth is trying to teach us through these experiences that are very challenging and painful and uncomfortable. But I have faith that we're here for a reason, that it's a beautiful reason, and I trust that that is the case. And so with that, I bid you adieu, and I love you. You're loved. You're so loved. Aloha.